ready at the 59. Hi everyone, Helena here, Kelly here. We're Speaker Insight, where we help speakers, authors and coaches to build a business on your terms. Welcome. And whilst we're letting everybody kind of get on board, we will tell you about the buzz in our business. And for those of you for whom this is a first time, the buzz in your business is something that we encourage all of you to actually focus on, because it helps you be interesting and it helps you to explain and have something to talk about with all the people who are in your potential kind of arena, whether it's clients, whether it's people, whether it's partners. Yeah. It just helps people understand a little bit more about what's happening for you. So to kick you off, the buzz in our business, and it is really exciting.
It's always exciting.
Because we're running a retreat next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, and it is all sold out. If you wanted to come, you can't come to this one, but we do have a waiting list for February, which is amazing.
We run 3 a year, don't we?
Yeah, that's it. And so we always kind of announce those, first of all, in the Connection Hub, which is our group where all the I'll get Kelly's been efficient and actually put the link in for you. But that's where actually all the conversation takes place. Most of the trainings take place here on Speaker Insight, but actually if you want to really connect with the people who are inside the Connection Hub, so definitely speakers, authors and coaches, but also the suppliers to those people, graphic designers and little black book people,
our publishers, our speaker agents, all our trainers. So it's a great place to go and connect. That's why it's called the Connection Hub.
Just to get kind of feedback and to help you grow your business on your terms. So that's really kind of how it is. The other bit of sort of buzz in our business, although Kelly is kind of doing sad face around this one, is Kelly had a holiday.
I had a holiday last week. And I have a sad face about it. One, because obviously I missed 2 Facebook Lives. Semi-missed. I watched them from Spain or from Tenerife.
It was quite impressive.
But I didn't really have much of a holiday, unfortunately, because my husband was taken into hospital the day that we arrived with kidney stones. So we've spent the whole week in Tenerife Hospital. Yeah. So hence no tan, hence no rest. And not feeling as vibrant as I thought I would do on this Tuesday afternoon live. But hey, everyone's well, and we've been looked after really well by their health service. So I'm very grateful for everyone's support in here and out there. And we're just working on getting him better. Yeah. And then building in another holiday. Yes,
because that kind of works. And so seriously, whether you're doing this on the replay, #replay if you are, please, because we love to know that you're actually watching. Tell us the buzz in your business, because it is a really great habit for you to get into, to actually just let people know what's going on and get used to speaking about your business and what's happening in it.
Yeah, and we always allow people, if you put it in the comments, you can always put a live, if it's an event you're doing or a book launch or something. If you put it in the comments of the Facebook Live video, then that's a great thing for you to actually promote it, but also just tell us what's going on.
Exactly. So, hello to those of you who are watching. I've got no idea who you are already, but it's all good.
I've been busy sharing this around on the laptop. So
what are we talking about today?
One of the things that comes up quite a lot, and that's my dog tap dancing around the kitchen floor, if you can hear him walking around. The thing that we get asked a lot around is about positioning and how can I get really clear about my messaging. So we've decided to do this week's Facebook Live all around how you stand out, your key messages, your core messages, what you're known for, and how do you really craft them. So it's a relatively short Facebook Live today, which is actually an achievement for both of us.
We've set ourselves a small challenge, to be honest.
A goal, yeah. But it's basically, hey Daisy, I know you're saying hi. You'll be shocked, Daisy, it's going to be a short one. But this one is why do we think that it's important for speakers and authors and coaches to have these key messages? It's because many of you have got so many strings to your bow.
Yes.
So when you're out networking, or when you're putting content together, or you're putting your website together, how do you get real clarity on what is it that you stand for, what is it that you're known for, and what are other people saying about you? Because you're the one that have to drive that message. Exactly. So if you've got lots of strings, a lot of people are like, well, which one do I actually talk about? Which is the thing I should really be hanging my hat on, as Helena says, so that people can really understand what you're about and why they should be drawn to you.
Yeah, completely. And so, you know, there are so many reasons to actually hone down and pare down, because yes, you have this truckload of, you know, kind of qualifications or experience, and actually it can be really hard to hone it down. But really, it's important to kind of get it down to about, you know, 2 or 3 core messages that are the things that you repeat on a regular basis, because that is the thing that you get known for and seen as out in the world. That's the thing that others start to repeat about you. So and the reason that I'm saying this is because really one of the keys for us is, if you define yourself before somebody else does, then you own that space. So some of this is about just claiming the space that you want to be, dare I say it, a custodian of. You know, this is you saying, this is what I do, this is how it works, this is why you would come to me. The other thing is that it makes it so much easier for you. You know, we love talking about doing a business on your terms. And one of the things about doing business on your terms is ease. How do you create as much ease as you possibly can in the business? Well, if you have 3 core messages that you are constantly focused on and that you are known for and seen as, it just makes it easy to be consistent around your content, around your marketing, about where you show up, how you do what you do. So the consistency piece is just supported tremendously by doing the work of defining your core messages.
Can I butt in?
Yeah. I saw you.
Daisy's talking about how it's hard to be consistent in LinkedIn profiles, but she's just put hers up as, I've decided on style strategy expert. Now, I'm going to challenge that because I love that for you as a description, Daisy, of what you do, who you are, like your job title as such, which is great.
The identity piece.
But that's not one of the core messages. So we're going to go on in a second. I'm going to cover what core messages are, but hold that thought, because style strategy expert is a great job title description of what you do rather than your core messages. Yeah,
and it's one of those ones that can open the door for you, but the core messages will then back up the identity that you've chosen. That. So another and so. Interestingly, just based on what you say, it makes it easier. When you've got 3 core messages, it makes it easier to go and do your networking. Like, because you actually know what you're going to say. And even if you're put on the spot to kind of go, oh, could you introduce yourself to this bunch of people at a social thing? You kind of know what you can wheel out with clarity and certainty. And that is invaluable because, of course, you are coming from your authentic self, which is amazing. Now, the final piece, and possibly the most important for most of you, is that your 3 core messages will attract the ideal clients to you because those messages are going to resonate with them. And this is the teach, if you like. So this is the get your pens out moment, because your 3 core messages do have a purpose, and there is a specific way that we like to actually work with them. So I'm going to hand over to Kelly and probably butt in every now and then.
So just like Serkan's just said, I help self-employed entrepreneurs to stand out from the crowd and scale up their business. So actually, Serkan, you're hitting one of the points we're going to go on in a minute. So let me explain, because a lot of people, as Daisy's just illustrated, think that the core message is actually what your job title is. So that's different. What you've hit, Serkan, is actually the problem that you solve for your avatar. So the self-employed entrepreneurs, the problem is they don't stand out from the crowd. So that's a great thing when you're introducing yourself, like Helena said. If you're talking to your ideal avatar in a networking group and they have that problem, they're instantly switched on because they're like, I need what you're teaching. So a style strategy expert, Daisy, for you, doesn't actually tell me what problem you're solving.
That's right.
And also there's some ambiguity around the word style. Is that my dress sense? Is that my presentation style? You know, what's style? So that's why
or
that
your
normally
brand, like graphics.
It could be anything. So we need to get these core messages down. Now, when we work with people, we like you to work initially on 3 core messages, which we class as the foundations in your business. From those 3 core messages, they help position you, right? So your avatar gets attracted to you, you give your USP across, and you've got the right people, you're talking to the right people. From having those foundations, then we encourage you to create core themes. And I explain the difference between the two of them. So this is definitely, as Helena said, a write it down thing, because I want you to write down 3 questions.
Because honestly, even if you think you've nailed this, going back and revisiting your core messages on a regular basis is absolutely paramount.
Yeah. So the first question I want you might not get the answer straight away, but this is the question to ask yourself. What is the big problem that you or your company solve?
Yeah.
Right? So I know Daisy's just put an answer here. Oh, I get it. I help visible female entrepreneurs and public speakers make peace with their wardrobe. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't think the biggest problem that they have is that they don't have peace.
Yeah.
I think it's just the fact that they don't know what to wear to make an impact in the good first impression.
Yeah.
Which and be comfortable and everything else, right? So and I'm not saying I know your avatar as well as you do, Daisy, but think about what's the biggest problem that you solve if you chunked it up NLP style. What's the biggest thing that what you talk about really encompasses? And we're going to give you our examples as well for us as Speaker Insight to give you some context, because I know that always helps. But let me give you this question one more time. This is the first core message for you. What is the big problem that you or your company solves for your avatar? Okay, so write that one down. Start thinking about what the answer is. I think for Serkan, I think that is it. Right? I help self-employed entrepreneurs stand out from the crowd and scale up their business.
Done.
So they're not visible and they're not growing.
Yeah.
So they're the 2 problems.
Yeah, and those are likely, and if when you think of problems as a preoccupation, the thing that keeps me up at night, the thing that kind of I'm usually thinking about in the background when I'm doing things, how do I scale my business is probably one of those questions. And what was the other one? Sorry.
How do I stand out?
Yeah, how do I stand out? You know, how do I actually kind of be chosen by people? That's a very, very good, strong, solid statement. Yeah. Daisy, with yours, the reason that we're saying making peace with their wardrobe may not be at the very, very utmost, because the result that you do by them actually being able to go out and impress or make impact in some way may not actually, they might not define that as peace. No. That might be what you define as peace. It could be one of the resulting themes, back to what Kelly was just talking about, but we think there's a tweak you can do in there.
And peace for me in my wardrobe would be simplicity, ease, quick, easy decision making. That for me is peace, but I wouldn't use the word peace.
Nor me.
So again, this is why every single Facebook Live we've ever done,
here it comes,
we talk about avatar, right? So important. Anyway, let's get back to the second thing I want you all to write down. This is the second core message for you. What do you offer that no one else does? Okay, so why you? Why should that person choose you as a stylist rather than somebody else? Or why would the entrepreneurs choose you over another business trainer? Or Joy, who I know is watching, why would they choose you as a confidence expert rather than somebody else? So I need to know, because this is the bit about the positioning. So first of all, we've got your avatar's attention. They're like, you've told them about the problem.
Yay, you get me.
That I want to help. And then they're like, but you and loads of other coaches.
So why should I choose you?
I need to know the core message about why you're different. What is it about you, your USP? Or if you've done a SWOT analysis on your other competitors, what's the thing that you're offering that nobody else is offering?
Exactly. And what is it that's going to make you stand out? That could be your experience, your credibility, the way in which you do something. It can be what you've done in the past that sets you up to be chosen, or it could be the way in which you go about it, which is so unique that, and this one's an interesting one, because the question to always ask yourself is, but is that really unique? And I would ask that again and again and again, because actually it could be that you're unique, and 9 times out of 10 we think we are, and we're really not. So challenge that.
And like one of our core messages, which I'll go on to say, is most of the time is that you are the uniqueness in your business.
Yes, you are.
Your experiences, your credentials, the way you've packaged stuff, your delivery style. So actually it's maybe the way that you do it. And we get a lot of feedback about the fact that there's the double act. And people like that because they get the geeky left brain strategy person, and they get the huggy, coaching person over here, right? So that's one of our USPs that we get feedback on.
Which we didn't realise at the time at all, that we would end up doing like a I don't know, little and large kind of whatever. Yeah, that's it.
So Joy says her number one statement is help women overcome their fear of speaking up at work.
That's great.
Perfect. Love it.
That's great.
Nails your avatar, women in work, and what their biggest problem is.
Beautiful.
So we've got what's the bigger problem. Then the second question, which is your second core theme, your key message, is what do you offer that no one else does?
Why you?
The third one to write down is why does your avatar need to work with you? So what result are you promising?
Yeah.
What's the thing? What's the outcome that you're actually telling your audience that, yes, the first statement is, I get you, I know your problem. The second statement is this is why you should trust me, this is my credibility, this is my uniqueness.
Yeah.
And the third thing is this is what you're going to get from me.
Beautiful.
This is the result, this is the outcome, this is what you're looking for, right? So you've got to have it as, and as I said, you might have an avatar where there's lots of different things. We're chunking this right up.
We really are.
Right? We're having this as the biggest outcome as you could potentially have, not the minute detail.
Yeah.
And maybe this is more of the emotional outcome, the feeling that they get once they've worked with you or gone through your program.
Yeah, the drive that's in there. Just go through Joyce.
Joyce,
because she's gone through the second one.
Now.
Yeah.
One-stop shop for confidence. We bring together expert coaches and trainers to help you. So your USP, Joy, is the fact that you're a one-stop. They don't have to go to all different places. You are that hub. Yeah. And so that's what I want to make sure for you to do. Do that SWOT analysis. Yeah. Make sure that there aren't other people with your avatar and your expertise doing that. And I think it's a great thing to do.
It really is. One of the things that can enhance it, numbers are really good. In this second kind of piece, numbers are really good. So if you've got a tranche of expert coaches and trainers, that could be, over 50 years of experience in there and that kind of thing. So be aware that numbers can really help you with that second one in terms of the credibility.
And let me do this. Let me go through some of ours to give you some
so
more
you
context.
Can get idea.
I keep on putting yours in, guys. I know there's quite a few of you watching, so if you've got them and you know them, put them in. And if you want to test them out, put them in too. We'll give you some feedback. So if I go back to our first core message, the number one, what's the big problem that your company or you offer? For us is we help speakers, authors and coaches stand out whilst earning predictable, consistent income. So very similar to, I've forgotten his name.
Serkan.
Serkan, I can't remember, sorry, it's gone. My comments have gone down. But we're very similar to you because one of your things was helping small business owners stand out. Yeah. We help speakers, authors and coaches stand out, and then we've got the income bit because that's the thing that most of our clients come back and say, work is like this.
That's
income is survive, thrive, type
Feast,
of stuff.
Famine, roller coaster.
We really want to help. The problem solving is you get more visible and then create a business that creates consistent income for you. Yeah. Okay, so that's an example of our first core message.
The problem that we solve is really to do exactly that.
Yeah. So the second one, what do you offer that nobody else offers? Well, we've been both sides of the coin in our industry. Yeah. So I've got a speaker agency, I've had a publishing house, we've both
training companies, large departments, coaching and mentoring.
So with that, what we're able to do is, and we're both speakers, authors and coaches. Yeah. So we can look at your situation from what the industry needs from a professional point of view, and we can empathise what it's like for you to be a speaker, author and coach, and we're able to marry that up for you.
Exactly.
So we can give you advice.
And build it into trainings exactly like this, that are very specific to who you are, speakers, authors and coaches, and the end result of the problem that you solve, but with that whole, this is our experience that you're benefiting from both perspectives. So we understand how you feel and we know what you need.
And then the other bit for us is also that, and we get this feedback all the time, is that we're very strategic.
Yes.
So we don't teach you to do lots of tactics and hold it all together with sticky tape.
No sticky tape.
We're all about the foundations in your business, making everything interlock. Yeah. Be like a really strong foundation and be strategic about everything.
Which equals no confusion and ease.
Yeah. And then the third one, I'm going to come back to the comments in a minute because I see you're all typing.
Yeah, it's like, ooh.
So the third core message, if you remember, was why does your avatar need to work with you? Yeah. What result do you promise? Well, ours is that we help you build a business that makes a difference. Yeah. because we work with a lot of speakers, authors and coaches that are making a positive impact on the world.
Yeah.
Their message and what they're doing is really strong and it's game changing.
Yes.
That's why we have the Changemaker Central membership.
That's right.
But it's all about making a difference and money.
Yes.
On your terms. Now that's a trademark for us, on your terms.
Yeah.
Because we don't offer that cookie cutter approach to say it's one size fits all.
You must have this type of funnel and you must do it this way. We don't do that.
And on your terms could mean like that it's £100 a week for some people, is £10,000 a week for some people from a money perspective. Yeah. So we're building systems and structures around what's right for you, how much time you want to give this business, all on your terms. Yeah. Okay. So they're the three things of some examples of the three core messages. Mm-hmm. These three statements help with your positioning.
Hurrah.
Okay. So when you've got these really clear, it's everything else fits around it. Yeah. And what we will do after that and what we work with people is developing key themes from those messages. Yeah. So they're not your key core messages, they're key themes. Yeah. So let me just give you an example of that. Once we've got our three core messages I've just gone through, some of our key themes are, guess what? Know your avatar. Because we say about avatar in every Facebook Live training, everything we do stems from the avatar.
That's right.
So a key theme for us is getting clear on your avatar.
Yeah.
Another key theme for us is about that you are in the heart of your business. Yeah. Just like I said earlier, that actually you might be your USP, you might be that unique thing because it's your experience. Yeah. So the fact that we always, in all of our frameworks, we have you in the middle, that's a unique key theme for us.
It really is. And it means that there are so many different conversations that we can have that we consistently always come back to. So when people go into sticky tape land and tactics land, we consistently are able to bring them back to, but you're at the heart of it. So let's actually put it, does this business work on your terms? Would this tactic actually help you? No, let's put you at the heart of it and let's move you forward again.
I love this. Daisy's put a key theme as know your colours. Perfect.
Beautiful.
You've got it now. You've switched from the... So this is what we... And don't settle for clothes that don't serve you powerfully.
Perfect.
So these are... And we're going to do a Facebook Live. I'll let Helena talk to you about that in a minute, about theming. But I just want you to get the difference. The three core messages are your positioning.
Yes.
That needs to be on your website. It needs to be in your LinkedIn bios, as you said, Daisy.
It's just been said.
All those types of things that help really attract the people to you. Yeah. Because once they understand your avatars, you're going to be like a honeypot to them. Because they know that you get them. They know that you're different and you've got a uniqueness about you. And you've got the result that they're looking for.
That's it.
So this what needs to be marketed everywhere.
Yeah, completely.
Then the themes that we've just done. And another one of our themes would be about creating the foundations in your business. Yeah. Don't just do all these tactics. Yeah. Do it on your terms, but have the foundation so the tactics can build on the strong foundations.
And what you can hear in that is that you can hear that the themes actually come out of the three core messages. So the themes will so I always talk about the coat hooks. Your core messages are your coat hooks. And so you can hang a whole bunch of coats on a particular coat hook. So the aspects of the problem that you solve can actually be some, 3 or 4 themes in your business in some way. So the thing about this is that our invitation with this one, because we know it's a big one, right? So this is a homework one almost.
Come back to the live.
Want to come back. So it's go, have a think about it, then come back to this live. If anything, save this little video so that you can come back to it, or at least, find that by the title. Because what the point about this is that you may or may not know them yet, and actually coming back and getting some feedback on and honing them in some way is always going to be useful. So do come back and do that. But more importantly, we are actually going to be doing another live around creating the content around the themes that actually come up as a result of the coats that hang on the coat hooks.
Daisy's already got about 5 blog titles here in your themes,
and
right?
This is exactly it. And so that's what we're talking about, is how can you then look at your themes so that, back to providing consistency, that you can show up in a really consistent way that people go, that's what this person is known for and seen as. This is why I would go to them, because this is the problem that they solve. This is what experience they've got, the credibility that they've actually got, and this is actually why I need to work with them. So those three core top levels are what works.
I've got to read this one before someone else comments.
Go for it.
Because it's going to go down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dilys has put up.
Dilys.
So Dilys has already done her things, right? So I'm going to do her little spiel. I help business owners who sell to bigger businesses to consistently bring in clients that they love working with, to avoid the stress and frustrations of peaks and troughs in cash flow. So that's her number one. That's the big problem.
Yeah.
Then I like the USP, without any of the sleazy pushing sales tactics.
See, that's lovely.
Because that's what most of the sales trainers use.
Yeah.
And then the why, 30 years of experience, typically increase B2B sales by 250%.
Beautiful.
Giving my clients the opportunity to positively impact the lives of their clients, lives, business and businesses. So that's the results.
Yeah.
That's the outcome.
That's exactly it.
Love
so you could see the little blend there of the credibility that leads straight into point number 3. So again, it doesn't have to be 3 specifically exactly the same. You can blend them, and this is your opportunity to really set out your stall, and that's the key here.
And she's got a theme coming up of attract clients, don't chase them. So
beautiful.
See, please keep the comments coming, guys, because you will inspire each other with examples. And we're happy, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay, we're happy to give you feedback. If you want feedback, then let us know, or if you just want to put it out there to give people some inspiration, then do that too. But we will be doing a Facebook Live in a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks, probably.
A couple of more guests.
There's
lined
a
up.
guest slots kind of lined up, and then we'll do a sort of semi-continuation, but a standalone training on the themes and how you develop those into the content that you're actually doing, and how you take what you believe about what you're doing and actually turn that into value for others.
Yeah. And do feel, if you're in the Connection Hub and you want to test out these 3 core messages, then just write a post with the 3 core messages in there and ask for feedback. We're happy to give you that in the Connection Hub.
Yeah.
My goodness, under half an hour.
Holy moly, what's that all about? Obviously, we've both gotten an efficiency gene on. Right, so on that note, you've got some work to do. Keep being inspired and keep kind of adding into this. Let us know if you're on the replay. If you're not inside the Connection Hub, do come and join us. The link will be pinned at the top. And that's probably it.
Have a great week. See you all soon.
Bye now.